Good morning, everyone. David Anderson here. Mornings with David Anderson, Siouxland 360. And as you can see, I am driving. I forgot I needed to switch out a headlight bulb in my car, so I figured I'd go ahead and take care of that this morning, since over here in Iowa, it's been a lot of rainy, depressing, overcast weather. So, wanted to make sure I didn't miss my opportunity to still go live this morning. So today, what I wanted to kind of talk about is I've been having a lot of awesome conversations with those who are in the creative fields recently, and I would say I'd say there's one theme that has been coming up, and it makes me really excited, for those who are chasing their dreams and really putting action to work behind their efforts. And ultimately, it's where if you have a project or a new venture that you're launching, just like myself, you can't let others dictate how to go about that, right? If you have a particular style, or if you have a particular voice that you are wanting to put out there, be that light, be that beacon of hope for the people who need whatever it is that you are providing, right? So some of the conversation revolved around doing services to appease the masses, right? When you know that there is a group where if you get to work with this group of people, you're doing the best work that you could possibly do. And that's a journey that I've had to take on myself for the wedding side of things, where not everyone's my client. I'm not the right fit for everyone, and that's okay. And I know that I need to do a better job of letting my friends and family know that, hey, I'm a particular type of wedding entertainer, and there's a certain type of persona that I resonate the strongest with. And when I'm matched up with people who don't value what I do, then that's not a good recipe for success, right? So just like what I've been communicating, that I do my best work as a wedding entertainer when I am aligned with couples who are looking for a unique and amazing experience. And that allows us to think outside of the box, or pretend there is no box really, and just focus on their personalities, the things that are important to them. So then that way we can create that as the foundation for what their experience can be. And looking at things from, the guest experience too. What are some things that we could be missing with that? So, so that's something that I challenge those of you who may be in a new venture, and there is a niche that you are wanting to laser focus on. How are you positioning your messaging to speak to just that audience? Easier said than done. Yeah, I know. I know that much. But yeah, it's important, because if you are working with clients or customers that don't align with what you do or what you're trying to do, that's gonna be a major contributor to burnout and headaches. You don't want that. You want to work with people who are excited, about your service, about what you can do for them. So another point, but before I move on, but anyway, with these conversations that I've been having with more folks, it's really exciting to see how many people are out there hustling, in the midst of, having day jobs, or in the midst of, splitting up time with family and whatnot, where, you just have to grind temporarily, it's gonna suck, right? But as long as you make sure that you have clear goals in mind or in sight, then do it. If you don't have your goals written down, write them down. If you have a plan for what you want to do a challenge. I plan and didn't execute. Go ahead and execute. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just do it. Just do it. So now I also know people who would love to have their own business, to love to have a side hustle, but they don't know where to start. When you think of franchises, right? If you wanted to buy into a McDonald's franchise, that's a model that is almost guaranteed to succeed, so long as you're following the rules around being a franchisee. But that's like $1 million to get into their franchising model. There's other franchises you can buy into, maybe at $500,000, maybe $100,000, maybe $30,000. But that's still a hefty sum if you think about it, right? And then all the startup costs and the training you got to do to train up new teams and all that. Which, being a franchise owner, of course, you'd have all that stuff kind of handed to you, but it's still on you to do the work, right? So imagine my surprise when I stumbled upon this business model of becoming a software partner, where you can basically launch your own software company for a very little cost, and you get to keep 100% of what you sell. What? Yeah. So that's something that it was kind of a no-brainer for me, as it also made sense, for what I planned on doing for Siouxland 360. But then that also gives me the power to get other people started, with their own software, companies, or even if you are someone who provides, coaching services, becoming a partner to where you have access to a suite of tools. You now will have tools at your disposal to enhance what you're able to provide for your clients. Whether it's automating certain aspects of their operation, whether it's tools that will simply just help them get back time, whether it's tools that will improve their follow-up workflow, so then that way no lead is dropped. If you drop a lead, that's a lost sale, right? So how much revenue could you or that business owner really could be losing, right? So that's something that's really, really awesome about this model, where I get direct access to software engineers. So if I have a particular idea that can be built out in the software, they can build it. And as a founding partner of that software, you could end up with unlimited licenses that you can then either sell, or you can bring other people on as partners that they can sell and brand for whatever they need for. Whether you're in the niche of marketing plumbers or dentists or doctors or roofers or credit repair. Whatever niche you're in, there are solutions, software solutions that you could have under your own belt that you could offer to your clients, if anything, to help them make more money. That's kind of the point of having a business, right? So, I don't know. It sounds crazy, right? But, this is the opportunity that I see around me when it comes to this model. It's super exciting as far as what's possible. There's partners bringing in 20, 30 grand a month. Now, I've just started into this like just maybe a couple months ago, and so in addition to everything else I'm doing, but I'm laying the groundwork, and this is, I'm really excited to see what the rest of the year is going to look like as I continue building this. So the opportunity is there. The next thing, it just comes into, are you someone who's ready to take action, or are you going to wait another day to, push off what you can do another day? Then a week goes by, you didn't take action. A month go by, you didn't take action. Ultimately, it's up to you to decide, what are you going to do, or what is it going to take to turn around your world, right? So implement, take action. If you want to know more about becoming a partner and launching your own business with that, I know it sounds counterproductive. It's like, wait, aren't you launching a business? Why are you trying to help other people launch businesses too? Because it's a big world. You got 6 billion plus people. Well, 7 billion people. The opportunity is out there. The pie is big enough for everyone. But most importantly, everyone has their target customers, right? There's niches that, think of what you're mostly interested in. What are you passionate in? So how can you help out your niche? Let's start there, right? So I don't know. I'm starting to ramble now, but let's see. Today's Wednesday. It's hump day. The week's not over. The week's not completely wasted yet. So if you need some motivation, let's talk. Ultimately, you have to find things that motivate you. No one can tell you to do it, but you have to find that inner strength to make things happen. So if you want to learn more about how to become a partner, let me know. Send me a message. Let's talk. If you have a venture that you're trying to launch and you could use some help, some assistance, some direction, some motivation, let me know. I'm here to listen. I can provide some advice for you. That's all it takes, right? Surround yourself with people who want to succeed. Surround yourself with people who will not tear you down. Surround yourself with people who will give you constructive criticism and hold you accountable. Let's create some accountability groups. Let's do it. How do we move forward? So with that, happy hump day. Make today a great day. Always keep learning something new every day. And with that, I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.